So over the years that I've been a dermatologist, one problem after another is being addressed by industry. And I think as we baby boomers are aging, we sort of take care of the red spots, we take care of the brown spots, we take care of the crinkles. And so the current target, if you will, is actually skin tightening. And that doesn't have to do so much with the surface of the skin, but how the skin itself drapes over the bone structure. And obviously, the gold standard for taking care of too much skin or too loose skin is going to be plastic surgery. But there are lots of people who either have already had their plastic surgery done and notice that the time marches on and so does their skin, or people who are too young to consider doing plastic surgery in their minds, and they want to do something to try to be proactive about keeping their skin as tight as possible. So there are a couple different modalities that have come out to try to address that. And the one that we chose to support is something called Exilis. Exilis is radio frequency waves, so they go through the surface of the skin without having any impact on the surface of the skin. But they basically heat up the underlying subcutaneous tissue, and in doing so, they try to tighten up that underlying tissue just below the skin and make the skin look firmer and just less loose overall. And so we have focused our Exilis treatments on the face, in particular from here to here. We have lots of people who feel like their jawline is just getting a little too soft, that their neck is getting a little crepey, and we have found in working with the company over the last year and a half that if we tighten skin from the cheekbone to the base of the neck, that overall procedure helps make that skin tighter, particularly along the jawline, which is what people feel like goes first. And so we find that it really appeals to three different people. We expected that sort of early 40s to 50s would be particularly interested in that particular procedure in that area. Then we found that people who were in their 60s who'd really already had plastic surgery done but were beginning to notice things were loosening up again and they didn't really want to do any more plastic surgery, that this was appealing to them. But most recently, we're finding girls in their 30s and 40s, particularly in their 30s, who just start to notice that things are, they suddenly see a line around their mouth, or they suddenly in a mirror see that this, or a camera actually, that this is just a little bit looser. They find that this particular procedure is one that can help just give a little boost when they are looking at what they can do to maintain the tight skin that they'd like to have as long as possible, and hopefully put off or even prevent ultimately having to do plastic surgery.